When it comes to my email and people writing to me, I really appreciate it. You can write to me anonymously there if you want, or you can just send me a message to my Facebook page and do whatever it is. One thing I will promise you is that I will read it. I will answer you if it's not spam or it's just one of those really filthy email. And I will delete your message if you write to me there. Okay? But here's the thing about relationships and about married people. When it comes to married people, I think that a lot of people stay married because it's a lot easier than not staying married. That's as simple as that. The reporter asked the old man, "Gee, you've been married to your wife for 40 years. How did you do it? You must love her very much." But the old man, in a very reflective way, said, "No, it has nothing to do with marriage. It's all about compromise, and it's all about keeping the peace, and it's all about my laziness. I don't have time, nor do I have the desire to pursue another relationship. But it has nothing to do with love." And the reporter was shocked, of course. "Gee, I thought," he said, "no, compromise, keeping the peace. I'm too lazy to start another relationship." So there you have it. But what I have found is when it comes to relationship and husbands and wives or partners, is that one of three things happen. They will either, one, grow together. In other words, they will advance together. Even though they're pursuing their own different passions, they're still growing. And he could be an attorney and she could be an accountant. And they get along fine because they respect each other's profession and they grow as they get older. The other scenario is that, again, you have two people who met each other and one is growing while the other one stagnates. He met her when she weighed 130 pounds. And she in turn stagnates. And now that she's married, she could care less. So that 130 pounds, there she is. It grows to 180, it grows to 200 pounds, and she have lost interest in her physical appearance. Meanwhile, he's growing. Or the other way around. She has become very enlightened. She wants to grow, and she exercises, and she takes care of herself, and she educates herself, and she grows, and he sits on the couch and drink beer and watch TV. All right? Or the third scenario is that they both are stagnated in a relationship, and what they now tolerate each other, but in fact they live their lives in fantasy. In fantasy. He can't wait to get in the car, to go to the park, to just park his car. Or she cannot wait for him to leave the house so she can have the time to herself. They both stagnate and their lives are now lived in fantasy. Now, I know what you're thinking, and that's okay. You don't have to believe a word that I say. As a matter of fact, what you really ought to do, is to think for yourself.